Hello and welcome to another video. This is going to be video 8. We're going to be learning about how to apply a function like PMT function. It's the monthly payment for a mortgage based on a specific interest rate and also a number of years. The beauty of this is also how to use the what if analysis that is found in GoalSeek. Of course, we're going to learn a lot about the what if analysis before we get to the pivot table in future videos. But also I wanted to go ahead and show you how to use an amortization table in order to figure out how much interest you're going to pay over a period of time versus the amount of money that you're going to pay toward your actual house or car or whatever you decided to buy versus how much is going to go out of that payment toward the interest. It's a very exciting video, so please let's go ahead and look to learn it together. Let's assume, I don't know what you want to buy, but if I'm here I could hold control and hit home to go all the way to A1. I'm going to go ahead and buy a house, and let's say the house, after the down payment, we ended up borrowing from the bank, let's say loan, let's say here $289,000. Okay, and we found the 4.1 interest rate, and that's probably low at this stage. And let's go ahead and pay that house over a 30-year period. So this is the loan, and we're going to go ahead and see how is the monthly payment over the next 30 years. So I'm going to go ahead and use the function key this time and ask the dialog window that just popped up, and I'm going to go ahead and ask to show me PMT function. And more likely, if you don't see it here, which I have it here, you just need to search it here. So this is a really powerful tool. It's not as intelligent as you might think, it doesn't really give you the ability to search by regular sentences, or just you need to be able to really remember the name of the function. So this is PMT function, and it's going to require from us at least 3 arguments. The first arguments, meaning the data that we're going to feed the function with, is the interest rate. This is an interest rate based on a yearly interest rate. So since we're going to be paying a monthly payment, we're going to divide this by 12. And for the number of the year, if you don't know what is NPER, look here at the bottom and see what is that. It's the total number of payment for the loan. It's 30, but also it's giving in a year, so I need to multiply that by 12 to reflect the number of the month that we're going to pay the house. And in this case, one more thing we have to do is the present value, which is the amount of loan. I don't need to really worry about the last 2 at this moment, but the present is the actual loan, of course, after down payment, or it could be the whole thing. So let's go ahead and see that what we're going to get. We're going to pay $1,396.44 for the next 30 years. Of course, as you notice, Excel returned the value as a negative because it's a debt, but we're going to go ahead and put a minus in the front of the function. Minus multiplied by minus going to give us positive, and this is my monthly payment. So this is my loan, the rate, and every other piece of data, and we're going to go ahead and now look how to find out what is the amount of interest that I'm going to pay over the next 30 years in order to pay the $289,000 for the house. Let's start first of all by creating a month. If you notice, if we have 30 years, so 30, I will take the 30 multiplied by 12. Here we go, asterisk 12. That's going to give me 360 month. I could do this the long or the hard way by saying 1, 2, then go ahead and select both of them and drag that all the way to 360. It's going to be a little bit awkward, a lot of dragging down. So what I'm going to use the handy features in Excel, as we call it, fill, in order to go all the way to the final value, which is the 360. So I'm going to select the one. Then I need to make sure that I am within the home ribbon, and we're going to go to the fill, and we're going to choose series. Now it's going to give you the series window. First of all, I want to go column, not rows, because I'm going to go down, and it is a linear value. It's, of course, you could do that month and year if you want, but this is a regular number. And we're going to start with 1 all the way to 360. Very handy. So we're going to go ahead and click OK, and notice it's filled it. But in order to verify this is really what Excel did, is to hold the control and press the down arrow to go all the way, the arrow down. Make sure that it's really went all the way to 360. And I'm going to hold the control key and press that up arrow in order to go all the way back. And I could go ahead and select everything because I want to really number them as 0 or 0, 1 without affecting the value. So it's a formatting issue. So I'm going to select everything by holding the control shift together simultaneously, and I press the down arrow so everything is selected. And now I'm going to go to the number dialog box here, and I click on it to expand its feature. And one of the feature here is the customs. And if you notice, this is a general format, so I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 zeros. This is 3 position, that if the number is less than 1 position, it's going to fill it with 0 to the left. Of course, it's not going to impact the value of the number, but it's going to display it neatly, as you notice here. So all of them are going to be aligned with each other in case we ended up printing this. All right, so we did the month. Now we're going to go ahead and type here beginning balance. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the wrap text in a second. Then we're going to say here the PMT function, meaning the monthly payment. And we're going to go ahead and look for how much interest for that month is being made. And we're going to go ahead and look for the principal, okay, meaning how much of that money is gone toward the actual house, and of course ending balance at the end of that month. And we're going to go ahead and see how this is going to work really beautifully. So we're going to go ahead and select all that here and make sure that the wrap text is applied. You could go ahead and color it if you want, maybe make it a little bit better with bold. So at the beginning, we're going to grab equal. We're going to grab that value. So when we start, just grab the value for the loan. So this is the first thing that we have. The monthly payment is this, We're going to go ahead and say equal, of course, to copy this. And now, since this is going to stay through the whole calculation, we need to lock it. We need to lock it by hitting the F4 function key. And this is, okay, let's go ahead and do that one more time. Hit F4 and hit enter to confirm it. And now, how much interest we're going to pay for the first, at the beginning of the first month? It's going to be the amount that we borrowed multiplied, open parentheses, the rate, which is the yearly rate, since it's going to be staying there, and I know I'm going to use the fill handler later, so I need to prevent that from attacking the next cell. It should be the rate always on E4. I need to lock it as well, and that is divided by 12 to give me the interest that is going to go out of the 1,396 toward the payment. It's going to take 987, which is a lot of money. And the principal is going to be the equal, of course, this minus this. So this is the amount of money that is going to go toward the actual house, the $409.03. At the end of that month, we're going to take this minus this, because that's what they're going to actually use in order to charge you. Again, we're going to go to the next row and next month rather, and we're going to start with equal the new balance. Now the ending balance becoming the new balance for the next month, and everything here is ready to be copied. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and copy all of them together. Notice how we did, and look how beautiful it's going to be here by actually filling all the way up to 360 by selecting everything and double click. The last ending balance must be 0 in order for us to make sure that everything is correct. Let's go ahead and see if that's going to give me that. So the best and the quickest way to do is to hold the control key, press the down arrow all the way down, and notice it is 0. Luckily for us, we did everything accordingly. So this is basically, now we are done with the payment. One more thing I wanted to show you, how much is we paid balance, for interest, and how much of that comparing to how much we paid for the house, which is the 289. I'll go ahead and add all the interest through the whole 30 years. It's going to be the sum equal, of course, sum, open parentheses. We're starting here, but I want to select all the data down. So I'm going to hold the control shift the down arrow to go all the way to the end and hit enter. That all of them will be included. And as you notice, I'll go a little bit here to show that I'm paying actually $213,719.59 going toward that interest, which means the bank is going to make this much money if I ended up borrowing $289,000. Something to think about, but something also to be clear about it. Knowledge is power, and as you know, this is going to give you an idea where you're going with that. Thank you again very much for watching. I hope this is going to be a practical example for you to practice not only the monthly payment and the amortization table, but to see how Excel really going to provide you with a quick solution if you know how to use it. Have a great day. See you in a future video, of course.